this story centers around when Rob and I had known each other for a little while. Not very long. I don't remember how long it was, but I know we had not yet spent a full day together because we were taking our first trip. We went to the Oregon coast. You can have my tissue. So before this, Rob and I had remarked at the time that we'd spent together several times on the fact that we were actually able to spend hours together and not hate each other, which was unusual for both of us to be able to spend that much time with anybody else. So things were going well, but this was the first time that we would be spending an entire day together. I don't know if it was the first or the second night. I know we were on the coast and we were in the car. Rob referred to this and summed it up in what I would later realize was a very characteristic Rob style. At the time, I didn't know that for sure. He said it very succinctly when he said, "I'd rather spend the day with you than with the best people in the world." But I suspected in that moment one thing, and you've proven that to be true every day that I've known you since. That is that life with you would be unfiltered. You don't say or do anything because you're expected to, because you're supposed to. Everything is honest. And that is the only kind of life I want. And you are the only person I want to live with.
Oh.
They're with the best people.
So speaking of unfiltered, so shortly after that trip, we took another trip. We went up to Portland. It was probably our third or fourth overnight trip out of town. So we went up on a Friday night. We went to the bars. We stayed out very late. We got up early the next Saturday. Saw as much of Portland as you could possibly see in 8 hours. We were having dinner at an Indian restaurant, and I was exhausted. But we were still at that stage of the relationship where if you're tired, you don't show it. You know, you're still on the honeymoon period. You're still feeling each other out. So we were having dinner at an Indian place. We were reading the Mercury, the local paper in Portland, and we were planning our evening. So as tired as I was, I said, we can go hear this band, we can get more drinks, and go from there. And Emily looked at me slightly oddly with this long pause, and she said, or we can go back to the hotel, have sex, and watch TV. So those are three things that normally I would just do by myself. Now I have a partner. And that's why you were totally the best partner.